Okay, Tom Clancy, freelance journalist to the stars, as we were discussing there. A unique, novel fundraising idea. You explain it to me, and then I'll ask you, are you mad? So tell me what you're up to.
So on Sunday coming, I'm attempting anyway, at the very least, attempting to run a marathon in locally here, staying within the 2 kilometer radius. So trying to run those 42 kilometers in my local village here in Clorina. So I'm doing that, hoping to raise some funds for Limerick Animal Welfare. And then, of course, also looking to raise money towards the PP, situation in Limerick. So two, I suppose, very contrasting, organizations or kind of reasons, but I suppose two very important ones. I think, especially with PPE at this time, but Limerick Animal Welfare. I know from my own experience, my girlfriend works there, so it's something that's an ongoing problem for them, and particularly now, given what's going on at the moment.
Yeah, funding is always an issue for Limerick Animal Welfare. So obviously, I was going to ask you the link. So your girlfriend works there. She obviously sees on the day-to-day challenges that they're facing. They do rely on solely on people's funds. They need it more than ever now. And you're looking to raise €1,500, but I take it you're above that already.
Yeah, so at this particular moment we're talking, we're just over £1,000, probably nearly around 1,100. So I think I might raise the target a bit higher. People seem to be in a generous mood, thankfully, since late last night when I set this up. So I might try and aim a bit higher. Yeah, like Limerick Animal Welfare. I mean, like I know from Lisa, from she's been working there for a couple of years now, and they're really, I saw in your own paper this week, I mean, they're Marion Fitzgibbon, who one of the directors there, making an appeal to the public because they have two charity shops, one on Parnell Street and one on William Street. They're obviously been closed for all the right reasons, but immediately then their donations and their funding just has fallen off a cliff, which I understand is not, it's not the only organization in that boat, but I suppose it's something that I see, and hear off Lisa on a regular basis. So I think it's something that I'd love to see an awful lot of funds going to at any time, but particularly given what's been going on in the last few weeks.
So your background in sport with Brisca and with Brown, are you known as a box-to-box midfielder, a fella with a limitless engine? Is this 42k going to be easy enough to do?
I wouldn't say 42k should be easy for anybody. I don't think it's going to be easy for me. I mean, you've seen the amount of people doing 5k challenges. Thankfully, the Brown hurling team have involved me in a lot of their fitness work in the last few weeks. I have a lot of WhatsApp conversations, and that's kept me ticking over. There's been 5Ks, there's been short runs, there's been long runs, there's been uh, exercises in my bedroom. There's been all sorts of stuff. So that's kept me ticking over. I've been playing sports all my life, really, but I've been playing soccer anyway all my life. Played a mix of sports, as I think as we all would have done growing up. So fitness is always grand. I'd say it's never been exceptionally high or exceptionally low. So it's a case of trying to push over my limit. The way I think I look at the whole situation is that the people on the front line were not, as prepared as they probably would have liked to have been for the situation. And I don't think I'm as prepared as I'd like to be to run 42 kilometers. But that doesn't mean that I can't embrace it and I can't give it my absolute best, as people are in local and national hospitals. So that's kind of my angle coming at it. I'm running 5Ks quite quick, but obviously I have to do 8 times that. But I mean, look, I think I'm more than capable, but I've gotten advice off a few people as well who've ran them before, ran marathons before, to take it easy, not to go off like Usain Bolt or anything. So yeah, I'm trying to take a bit of advice on board, and hopefully, given the amount of money raised so far, that'll be an extra little push, especially when the legs start to tire.
Tell me about route. How do you work this out? Just go pick a length and run around?
Yeah, so obviously the 2 kilometer radius. So I'm kind of, if anyone would know Patrick's Well and Brown, I'm kind of between the two. My address is Clorina, so obviously Brown person, but not to get into any of that politics. But there's a nice route that my parents would actually walk daily anyway. They're probably walking it twice daily at the moment, given everything that's going on. But there's a route there that I, I'm not sure the exact measurement of it, but if I do it in a figure of 8, I've estimated it to be about just over 8 kilometers. So it is staying within the radius also. So because it's, the roads are not nowhere near straight around here. So if I do it in a figure eight, taking in the N69 is the kind of middle of that eight, and in each little turn of the eight, that should bring me to 5 times that should bring me to around 40 kilometers, and then hopefully a little bit more. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly where the finish line will be, but I'm going to rely on a bit of maths in the next day or two to find out exactly where that should be. So yeah, it's interesting. The roads I've been running for years, but I'd say by the time this whole crisis is over, hopefully that's quite soon. But by the time that's over, I'll probably have random more the last few weeks than ever. But it's thankfully this case is for a worthy cause other than my fitness.
What about timeline, Tom? What are we thinking? How long is this going to take you?
Yeah, so I've done half marathons there, going back a couple of years now at this stage. I did a half marathon before, really pushing myself when I really felt at peak fitness. That's gone back far too many years now. I did that in 100 minutes. I did another one a couple of years later in 110. But I suppose it's not really about, it's not, you can't just say that's going to be double that, or it's not as simple as that. I mean, the legs will tire, I'm pretty sure, after half the marathon. So I'm trying to aim for each 10-kilometer block to average at about 60 minutes. So that would be 4 hours. And then hopefully the last 2 kilometers will be quite quick, or might average out to be quite quick. So if I could between anytime under 4 hours, I'd be absolutely delighted with. If it's just over 4 hours, I'd also be delighted. But again, it's I suppose it's the bigger picture of what I'm trying to do here. But yeah, I will as I do always when I'm running, try to do it as fast as is possible.
Two quick ones from me before I leave you. What time of the day are you going to be doing it, so people who are passing or maybe drive along the car give you a beep, give you a bit of encouragement, they'll know you're out there?
Yeah, a couple of people on WhatsApp in our soccer group already said, oh, they might run behind me to shove me up the road a bit. So they're looking for time. I'm kind of thinking around 9 a.m. because from knowledge from other people that it is advisable to be running a marathon relatively early in the day after obviously a good night's sleep and a good bit of stretching early in the morning. So I'm probably aiming at 9. Now I'm going to keep an eye on the forecast to make sure that there is rain due on Sunday, to make sure that I won't be washed down the road when that happens. But probably I'm going to say 9 and probably be sticking with that. But I'll post it up on my own social media when my exact route and my exact time. And I hopefully maybe my sister or my father might give people a couple of running updates on social media. So hopefully they use the social media for good in this case. So that's my thinking anyway behind that.
Fair play. So obviously GoFundMe page is set up there. I'll link it in at the end of this story. Best of luck with it. And we'll try and talk to you after it's done. I might give you another 24 hours to lie down, have a bit of rest, bit of water on board. But brilliant idea. And obviously the PPE is huge at the moment, particularly the Limerick Animal Welfare as well. So thumbs up from us, and best of luck with it, Tom. Enjoy.
Yeah, thanks very much. And I suppose thanks to everyone who's donated so far. And even if you could just give the price of a pint or a coffee, or maybe those couple of litres of fuel that people have saved on their cars in the last few weeks, anything at all, it would be, I'm sure, more than welcome by both sides of this. So